What's up guys, this is Jeff Chan from Memory Shredded, and today I'll be breaking down what happened in the Shank Tank scenario from the Ultimate Self-Defense Championship Season 2. If you guys haven't heard of the show yet, definitely go visit the YouTube channel Martial Arts Journey and check it out. There are 2 seasons for you to binge on. So my strategy going into this season was just to have fun and make highlight reels. Also, I knew that once we tied up and started grappling, I'd get stabbed to death. So I was really looking for and hoping for that one-shot knockout. Right from the start, I actually landed a solid, clean head kick. In my opinion, the attacker should have went down, so I was actually pretty disappointed in the judges. I think a lot of people also agree with me, but it is what it is. Anyway, the attacker was not fazed by the kick since he was wearing a helmet and continued forward and was able to stab me 100 times and realistically killed me before I took him down with a single leg. From the bottom, he was able to stab me a few times until I threatened with the knee, followed by a punch and an elbow to the top of the head. This caused him to drop the knife, and after that he scrambled up and threw me to the ground. From here, he reached for the knife, but I beat him to it with a knee to the face. The attacker still did not acknowledge any strikes landed from me and continued to try and stab me until the whistle. Obviously, these are just scenarios, and it can never be as realistic as we want them to be. With that said, should this scenario have ended right after the head kick, or right after I got stabbed 100 times, or right after that knee to the head? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So here's round 2. I started with a rear teep, which pushed him back for a second, which is the issue. It only buys you about a second. The attacker continued to run at me, and I shoved him back with a bag in my hand. I believe the attacker then slit my throat here, but they allowed the fight to go on. I can't complain about that. From here, the attacker tried to throw me to the ground, but I reversed the takedown. Sometime during this transition, the attacker dropped his knife. And as the attacker tried to bridge me over, I slid my right shin on his face and transitioned into a belly down armbar to get the tap. What are your thoughts on this round? Let me know in the comments below. And here's round 3. Believe it or not, I was actually trying a Krav Maga self-defense technique that I learned way back in like 2008 or 9, where I chopped down on the arm to block as I simultaneously hammer fist to the face, except this time I was actually holding a tactical pen, so I aimed and went for the eye. Again, I disagreed with the judges as a stab in the eye with a self-defense pen should have made more of a difference. Anyway, the attacker closed the distance on me, so my first instinct was to get the right underhook and controlled his right wrist, which held the knife. Up until this point, I think I was actually doing a great job at controlling the knife hand, until he reached over with his other arm and passed the knife to the other hand and started stabbing me in the back. I let go of his right hand, and that's when he switched the knife back to his right hand and stabbed me twice in the neck and sliced me in the stomach. I would have been dead by now, but I fired back with a knee to the body and transitioned into throwing him to the ground. From here, I postured up and followed up with some ground and pound. So what are your thoughts on round 3? Let me know in the comments below. Now, before we continue, I'm super excited to share with you my 50 heavy bag technique and conditioning program. That's right. This program consists of 50 heavy bag workouts that focuses on developing explosive power, speed, balance, cardio, rhythm, flow, and fluidity in your striking, while sharpening your technique and learning my full striking system from basic to advanced. Each round includes a detailed technique breakdown followed by the follow-along workout in both video and audio format. You'll be learning more than just offensive combinations, but footwork, head movement, counters, fakes, feints, setups, and more. You'll never get bored as you can work out 3 times a week for 4 months without repeating the same workout. You can solo train by popping in the audio clips to your headphones and train on a heavy bag at the gym, or if you have your own heavy bag, you can blast the video on a large screen TV to follow. For more information, check out the link in the description box below. And here's round 4. This time we had a barrier in between me and the attacker. As you can tell, I was really looking for that one-shot KO and highlight reel. I started the scenario with another left high kick but fell short this time. I ended up kicking the barrier down. I tried to catch it and use it as a shield, but I ended up trapping myself in the corner. The attacker's blade definitely touched me, but I was able to parry/use the Krav Maga block 1, 2, and 3 times. Then I was able to catch his attacking arm 2-on-1. Did the knife stab me simultaneously? I have no idea. It definitely might have. So from the 2-on-1, I was able to disarm him. I most likely cut my own hand on the knife while doing so. From here, the attacker goes for a headlock and tries to throw me to the ground, so I transitioned into an underhook and took his back. He still had a hold on my neck when we hit the ground and tried to feed me some punches. I was able to use my underhook arm to get the Dagestanian handcuff grip and roll him over to get the top side mount. And the whistle went off. Did I die in round 4? How bad was my injuries if this was a real situation? Let me know in the comments below. And here's the 5th and final round. As the attacker charged at me, I was hoping to land a KO flying knee to the sternum, but the attacker turned to the side, lifting his knee, and I ended up kneeing his left thigh instead. The attacker definitely penetrated deep with the knife into my back here. I tried to reverse the position with a throw, but ended up in bottom mount, and another few stabs to the back here. Here I trapped his attacking arm to my neck and used my other arm to try and disarm the knife by reaching for the blade. I was already in a very bad position, so as a last resort, I had to try and cut my own hand while grabbing the knife. The attacker was able to free his knife and definitely killed me with stabs to the body, neck, and face. If I unrealistically survived, I was able to trap his arm, but then he switched the knife to the other arm and started stabbing me in the neck. The attacker was definitely highly trained with the knife attacks, and I laid there dead. As usual, if you like this video, please definitely let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe button, as well as turn on that notification button so that you get notified of a new video.